Good morning, everybody. We're back with another Sword Guy Builds project overview. I'm Chuck Montgomery.
And I'm Felping Nostradamus. We're all very excited for today's show. Artist Torrance Fisher is going to be making the whip from Don Q, son of Zorro.
An exciting day for us all, Felping. I, for one, am on the edge of my seat. I just love a good homage to Cecil Henderson.
Well, then let's go straight to the action. To begin with, Torrance is going to be making the handle.
A fine place to start for sure, though I've never seen someone use a Dremel tool for a handle. What's going on here?
This is a somewhat brutish and unrefined method of clearing a track for the steel that will line the cane juck. A fascinating if misguided idea.
I'll say, do you think he's tried just drilling it out?
It's irresponsible to presume he hasn't, Juck. I'm not sure what your message is here.
I see now. He's carved away a track to drill a hole clean through. He must have had issues with the steel busting out the side of the cane. What an interesting choice.
He can now epoxy the parts together and begin to shape it down. A truly complicated solution for an issue nobody else seems to have.
Oh, he's already stretching lace. I guess we don't get to see the stranding process.
For the life of me, I don't know why you would want to, Juck. It's hands down the most boring part of the process.
Look at him go to town on those strands. It's like they owe him money.
A bill none of us are prepared to pay. It truly looks like he wants those strands to snap.
He's got so many strands to stretch, Felping. The fans love it.
We see him here on the resizing step. Look at the care, look at the precision, look at the dedication.
Truly a gifted craftsman, Felping.
While he's certainly a skilled craftsman, it's a little dismissive to use terms like gifted or talented. This is not a skill that he or anybody is born with, and it takes many years and countless hours of practice to hone these skills. Show some respect for the path he's chosen instead of insisting he's just magically above everybody else. Again, a truly strange choice of words.
My apologies, Felping. You're my friend, and I want to absorb your criticisms in a healthy and respectful way. I just get excited.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that, Juck, but let's continue this conversation another time.
Classic Felping. Are we still on strand prep?
I have here that this whip will have a 16 plait thong and a 12 to 24 plait handle, so we can certainly expect this to take some time.
12 to 24? He hasn't even decided on a number?
What this actually refers to, Juck, is that he's going to start with 12 strands and braid them for a few inches before they all bisect, doubling the number of strands. A practice that is exclusive to leather braiding and cannot be done in most synthetics.
Fascinating concept. I can't wait to see how it comes together.
We see now that he's binding the keeper onto the handle core.
Hold on a minute, Felping. Wasn't the Don Q whip braided directly onto the handle right off the keeper? Can you tell us why he's binding it on?
To be fair, Juck, all the reference material for this whip is incredibly outdated and of very low quality, to say the least, so I really wouldn't be surprised if he took several liberties with the design. For example, a 24 plait thong on a 32 plait handle would probably be much closer to the original.
Very fair point. Do we have any reference photos to show the fans?
As a matter of fact, we have this picture of a whip made by Paul M. Nolan of Midwest Whips. I'm told this is the picture that Torrance based most of his decisions off of for this build.
A great-looking whip to be sure, Felping. Paul Nolan really is the man to beat when it comes to Henderson reproductions. Truly second to none.
Only since Henderson died, am I right?
Ha ha! Classic.
Thank you, I am very funny.
So he's already braided the handle and the belly. We see him now starting the overlay for the thong. How many days do you think he's got in this whip, Felping?
It took Torrance roughly 3 weeks to bring this whip from start to finish, Juck. I cannot imagine the patience.
3 weeks? That sounds abnormally long, but you do have to remember that this is a man who not only does these overview videos, but also fills orders in nylon and leather, on top of dedicating time to stay sharp and whip cracking.
Not to mention the ancillary tasks of making grease, communicating with customers, making handles and target stands.
The ancillary tasks, of course. The man does it all.
We have our first look at the finished product here, and what a great looking piece it is.
Great is an understatement, Felping. Just look at that form, look at the patterning, look at the short herringbone in the thong.
An excellent choice, to be sure.
It's an excellent choice. I know it, Torrance knows it, Henderson knew it.
Look at that smooth action, just a very good job all around.
Well, I've surely had a ball. Thank you all for joining us.
Make sure you catch the next one. I'm gonna go wash away the memory of this experience.
Weird sign-off. I don't know what that means.